This week's episode of Rehash just has 2 people, and it is my esteemed pleasure to be the last person to interview Isa Baza because you are going on to other opportunities, as everybody well knows.
Yes, and I'm so sad to be leaving my KUAM family because I had so much fun with you guys. It's kind of like coworkers turned family, but I'm excited to venture on to this new journey as the PIO for DOE.
And ironically, and probably fortuitously, you actually covered education for a number of years. So, that brings me to ask, what were some of your favorite moments covering education?
Okay, some of my favorite moments covering education. Well, just earlier today, we did kind of a fun story. I think I like the fun stories because a lot of time with the news we focus on the negative. So today we did a story about, or on Friday, about the sailors visiting Guam and just going out and visiting all the kids, and so they're paying with activities, and so that's one of my, I just like those positive stories at DOE.
You actually, and have seen in like the 3+ years that you've been here at KUAM, watching young kids maybe say like, oh, I started watching you when I'm a freshman in school and now I'm already a senior, or I went from high school to college and everything. So you were directly a part of people's lives for quite some time.
Maybe. I think one of my favorite moments that you bring it up now is when I was the keynote speaker at the Jose Rios Middle School promotion ceremony, and so that was really cool because I actually went to Jose Rios Middle School, and I did talk to a lot of those kids, and I did see some of them later when they went to high school, and they were saying, oh, hey, I remember you from speaking at my school. So
very nice.
Fun moments like that.
And if they walk up to you and om you, then you really feel old.
Definitely.
Well, one story that you covered for us a couple years ago, very, very sensitive, very, very high impact story, was Typhoon Dolphin when it hit Saipan. You actually went up there and saw firsthand, and you went around and talked to people. Like, what kind of impact did that have on you?
Well, definitely, one of the cool things about working at KUAM is you get all of these unique experiences that you might not get anywhere else, and it's definitely, you have to kind of think on your feet, and it's definitely challenging, but a learning experience. So Typhoon Dolphin, there was no internet, no power in Saipan, no running water after that typhoon. It just kind of really ravaged the entire island. And so I was there with our intern, Andrew, and it was his second day on the job. And we didn't have a car. We borrowed cars from our families, but the situation was so bad that you had to wait in line 6 hours for a $20 ration of gas. And I had no idea where I was going. There was no GPS. At one point, it was taking an hour to send a 1-minute video. So I was borrowing internet from people at the hotels, and it was just an adventure, but a great learning experience. And so those are the kind of things you get to do as a journalist. I'm definitely going to miss that. Okay, well, those were some of the more memorable moments of your career. We'll leave the last 15 seconds to you now. How about some bloopers? Bloopers.
What were some things that you maybe stumbled across, or times when you we're trying to be Miss Professionalism and be like, oops?
Well, I've definitely stumbled a lot. I mean, there's all these bloopers that you don't get to see on the news. Maybe you see me walking, but there's probably 15 times I was walking before that and tripped. One thing I do want to say, some of my other favorite shoots were, so many cool experiences with the U.S. military, flying onto aircraft carriers. I even interviewed these people who were sailing around the world on a sailboat, got to go out to their sailboat. Interviewed researchers, so just so many cool things that I'm definitely going to miss.
Well, you have a lifetime of stories to tell and to share now and everything, and we are truly going to miss you.
Thanks, Jace. I'm going to miss you guys so much.
You'll just be down the street.
I'll be around.
Well, good luck in everything you do.
Thank you,
we know
Jason.
You'll be great. All right, and please stay tuned, everybody. We are back right after this.